Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Well, I'm back. I'm back again. I have really been struggling lately, you guys. And I think I'm just going to start this vlog off by just like telling you where I'm at. It's crazy because everything in my life, my personal life, YouTube, is just going so fantastically. I mean, I feel like everything, all my friendships, my marriage, you know, everything is going so great in my life right now. But between my physical health and not being able to sleep, I have been really put through it the last couple weeks, and I'm just really struggling. I was actually talking to my therapist today. I had a therapy session today on Zoom, and I was talking to him about it, and he said, what would it be like for you just to take an entire week off? And I said, well, I've taken like a day here and a day there. The thing is that even when I take a day off, I struggle so hard because I have such a difficult time just sitting around. Like, I always think, like, I'm going to take a day off, and then I'm going to just watch TV shows for 10 hours straight, right? But I never end up doing that, you know? Say Thursday. Yesterday I went with my cousin Caroline. I woke up and I did not feel great. And so we ran some errands. We went to Cafe Patashu for brunch. And then afterwards, I mentioned going to Aldi. She was like, I want to go to Aldi. There's some things I want to get. I didn't even really want to go to Aldi at that point. I was so tired and I just felt like crap. I just kind of wanted to get home. But I was like, okay, let's go to Aldi. So we went to Aldi. We had gone to Costco earlier in the day. We'd done some other errands. We had a really nice brunch. But through all of it, I was just really dragging. I was so tired and I just didn't feel great, right? And so I didn't really enjoy my day yesterday. And so when I came home, I just was like, well, I think it was while we were at brunch, I put out on the community tab and on the Vloggerinos group, and I also tweeted out that I was just going to take the day off and not film any videos. And then when I came home, I had all this stuff from Costco and Aldi, and I was like, it will take me 10 minutes to do a haul, and then I'll have a video for my Peter Does Stuff channel tomorrow, so I'll film this, right? So I did that. That was fine. But I was like, I'm going to really take the time to just relax and enjoy myself tonight. I wasn't hungry because I had eaten, you know, at Cafe Patashu for brunch. I wasn't even really that hungry at brunch, but I was so tired. But I don't really know how to explain it. It's like, from my neck down, I'm tired. My eyes have been tired too, but like my head is just like awake and alert all the time, right? So I tried to lay down and take a nap. Boo Radley was very antsy. He did not want to take a nap. So I took him outside, brought him back in, got him some treats and stuff like that. He was a very good boy. He laid there for a while, but he had finally had enough of it. So I opened the bedroom door. He was running up and down, jumping up on the bed. He was being a crazy dog last night. So finally I was just like, okay, I'm going to get up. Like I couldn't fall asleep anyway. And so I got up and I started to watch. I started watching Halloween 2, because I'm trying to make it through all the Halloween movies for my Peter Does Stuff channel. That's like a project that we're doing over there. So I was on Halloween 2. I think it's from 2009, the Rob Zombie movie. So I was like, well, I might as well do some kind of cleaning project while I'm doing this. And so I had all these projects. Like, I have a list of all these cleaning projects. You guys, I'm like zipping through these cleaning projects. Like, literally the only thing I haven't done is the basement. And I've even done a lot of the basement. And in the back of my mind, I've always been like, well, I want to clean this cabinet out, and I want to clean this out, and I want to clean that out, and have all this stuff done so that, like, entire house, other than the basement, like, every cabinet, every closet is exactly how I want it, in baskets, arranged, organized, everything. And then when that's all done, then I can just focus on the basement, because everything, all the excess is in the basement, right? My clothes closet is exactly how I want it. It looks like a store. It is spotless. I cleaned out this kitchen cabinet the other day. Last night I cleaned out our bathroom walk-in closet. Like, completely cleaned it out. Baskets, like toothbrushes, toothpaste, mouthwash is all in a basket. Soap, shower gel, lotion, that's all in another basket. All the extras are in another basket. The laundry baskets are there. The fans are back in the corner. I mean, everything is completely organized in that closet. I've cleaned every comforter, every towel, every sheet that we have in this house. Everything is folded. Alex is he puts it in these kind of like these, what are they called? The vacuum bags or whatever, you know, where you like suck them up. So he's going to do those when he, this weekend he's going to do those. And so I kept on adding things to my cleaning list. And I was like, you just need to relax. And so finally last night, it was so nice yesterday, you guys. It was like mid to upper 70s, and it was so nice last night, too. I had on like a sweatshirt and sweatpants, and I had to change into shorts and a t-shirt because it was so nice outside last night. So I sat out here and I relaxed. And even just like sitting here, and I watched, what did I watch last night? Survivor, and I watched The Amazing Race. Well, first I started watching Amazing Race because Survivor didn't record or something. I had to wait till after midnight for it to come up. So I watched Survivor, I watched Amazing Race, and then I watched the season finale of Invasion on Apple TV last night. And I was like finishing up the Halloween movie too. You guys, I'm like alert the whole time. I'm like wide awake. I mean, it's getting late, right? And I'm like wide awake. Now, I've kind of made a decision to not talk a lot as much. I've given kind of some updates here and there, but to not talk about my sleep as much on here. But it's really bad, you guys. Like, it's like one night I'll like sleep really great and I'll get a full night's sleep. And I've probably played it up a little bit more to the positive on the positive nights that I get sleep versus the other ones because the other ones were so bad. I mean, it's literally now I'll get one good night's sleep and then the next 3 or 4 in a row are like horrific. And I'm getting like literally like 2 to 3 hours of sleep. And to be honest with you, I'm begging you, please do not give me suggestions in the comment section below because I've literally tried everything, okay? I've tried everything. And I've tried having 1 cup of coffee and no caffeine for the rest of the day. I'm still wide awake. I have tried not watching TV for like the last 2 hours before I go to sleep. That doesn't work. I also listened to an hour of my audiobook last night, so I'm back on the audiobook grind, so that's good. I have tried meditation. I have tried listening to the meditations, the visual imagery meditations before I go to sleep. I've tried listening to peaceful music. I've tried everything possible that I possibly can, okay? So today, I was talking to, so last night I watched those shows, and then I finally was like, I mean, it was so late, I was like, I've got to force myself to lay down. So I got Boo Radley, took him outside one last time, let him run around, and then I got in bed, and I'm like wide awake. I'm like wide awake in bed, right? I cannot fall asleep. And so I was like, I'm not going to just lay here. Because usually like what I do now is if I lay there for like an hour or two, I finally get up and I just like come downstairs. And then I like just wait until I'm like so exhausted that I fall asleep, and then, or I'm so exhausted that I can fall asleep, and then I come upstairs and then I fall asleep. But then I'm only getting like 2 to 3 hours of sleep because I can't sleep until 6 o'clock in the evening, right? So I have to get like up by, I mean like no later than like 1. So it's like really, and honestly, and I've tried everything. I've tried going to bed early and it'll work one night but not the next night. I've tried not taking a nap. I've tried no caffeine. I've tried everything, okay? This is why I'm asking for no suggestions, because 100% I believe it is directly related to me being on this Keppra for my epilepsy, okay? Of which my neurologist has told me that he wanted me to do cognitive behavioral therapy over insomnia. The problem is, I've always had sleep problems, but it's never been like this. I mean, I've always gotten enough sleep, right? There were days I could sleep a lot, like 15 hours. I'm not being able to stay asleep for very long, and I'm also not, I'm not falling asleep. And I can 100% tell that it's from the Keppra. Reached out to my primary care physician. He's like, you need to defer to your neurologist because he doesn't, like my primary care physician's like, I don't really know that much about Keppra, and this is, you know, neurological medication that they put you on, so he would know more about it. My neurologist is like, well, it's really tricky because you're in recovery, so there's not a lot that we can put you on. So I'm going to recommend this cognitive behavioral therapy, which I already told you guys I wasn't real excited about. So today I'm talking to my therapist about it. And my therapist kind of starts laughing. And I'm like, what's funny? And he goes, well, he's like typing on his computer while he's talking to me, right? And I go, or he said, I just looked it up. And he goes, one of the #1 symptoms of Keppra is insomnia. And I said, okay, but I've told, he knows the whole history of me talking to all the doctors. He goes, I just can't believe that if this is such a huge side effect of the Keppra, that there isn't some medication that counteracts that for the major symptom. And if the he goes, most drugs that, like, their number one symptom, there's another drug that they will give you in addition to that to counteract that number one symptom. He goes, I cannot believe that there's not a drug that they can give you that will help you sleep if that's the number one symptom of Keppra. He said that number one sleep symptom is it's all sleep problems. It's like people are either too tired or they can't go to sleep at all. And I said, well, the problem is I'm in recovery. So the things that they would probably prescribe other people, they can't prescribe me, right? So I feel really like, at this point, I just am feeling kind of like at a loss. Like, I really don't know what to do. And I can feel like it's really starting to take a toll on me. I have like about 3 or 4 good hours during the day, and that's when I try to like film my videos because I feel kind of up and whatever, like positive. I'm feeling like my body is lethargic, but my mind is like on point, like this. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like I feel like I'm just like awake up here 24 hours a day, but like my body is lethargic. And so my legs are still hurting when I lay down and sleep at night. I don't really know what to do, and I think it has a lot to do with why it's taking me so long to get well as well, because I don't think I'm getting good rest. And so I like have a really good day where I start feeling physically better, and then the next day I push myself so hard that I feel sick again. So not to mention that Melissa had just been sick, Tanya had been sick, Tanya's like been really sick. Everybody that I know has been sick, right? Except for my husband and Caroline. So it's just been taking a toll on me, and this has just been, I don't really know what to do. I do have a scheduled appointment with my neurologist, so I'm going to talk to him in person and be like, the thing is that, so when I was in the hospital, they originally started me on another drug, not the Keppra, but the other drug, I can't remember what it was called, when they took me off the Depakote. I can't remember what the other drug was called, but the other drug is a newer drug. But there's not that much research on it. So then when I saw the other neurologist, from my neurologist practice, the other neurologist suggested I go on Keppra because it has more studies done to it. It has been out for a longer period of time, which is why I ended up being on the Keppra. I really, really like the Keppra. I feel better on the Keppra than I've ever felt since being diagnosed with epilepsy. But I can't continue to live like this. I mean, in all honesty, I've been putting up a really good front for a long time because I feel so blessed that I get to just make videos and stuff that I'm like, okay, here, you got 2 or 3, you know that you're going to start fading at about 5 or 6. It's why my vlogs have been a lot shorter, in all honesty. You know you're going to start fading about 5, 6, or 7, so you got to get it done now. You got to like put these videos together. Because this is your good period, right? And so it's like from like 2 to 6 or 2 to 7. I feel so positive and so productive and so happy because I'm making videos. Like, the videos are bringing me so much joy that if I don't catch at that period, I'm just feeling like I can't film anything at all. Like, I just don't even have it in me. And I'm so exhausted, but I can't sleep. Like, if I were to lay down, I couldn't fall asleep. I just don't really know what to do. And so I have this appointment scheduled with him, so I'm going to talk to him because I'm like, I mean, it's a catch-22 because I don't want to come off the Keppra, but I know, I can feel it in my body that it's the Keppra that's causing this. I've never had sleep problems like this before, ever. And so when I was talking to my therapist today, I said, do you know about like cognitive behavioral therapy to do with, you know, insomnia? And he's like, yeah, I've done it with clients before and stuff like that. He goes, Peter, you don't match the criteria. And I go, well, what do you mean? He goes, well, you're talking about people that like have had insomnia for long periods of time, that it's not medically motivated, it's not things like that. He goes, and things that we do are try meditation, sleep patterns, how you like have stuff set up. And every time I talk about my sleep on here, I always get people that go, well, why don't you try to go to bed earlier? I've done it. Why don't you not drink caffeine? I've done it. Why don't you not watch TV before 2 hours? I've done it. That's why I say I don't want any suggestions, okay? I just don't. I'm just sharing my life with you. I've tried everything. I've tried it enough. I've tried everything enough times to know that it doesn't work. It might work one time, but it doesn't work like for a long period of time. And so he was like, you've tried all the things, like, because we've talked about it before. He's like, you've tried the meditation, you've tried the sounds, you know, because he was talking about brown noise versus white noise today and things like that. He's like, you've tried the different sounds, you've tried the sleep patterns, you've tried the different places to sleep, because I've even tried that, sleeping different places, like down on the couch, or putting my head at the end of the bed. I mean, there's all these different tricks that they try, right? And he's like, you've tried everything that I would try with CBT therapy with insomnia patients. He's like, and nothing's working. He was like, this is completely medically motivated. He's like, the only thing you have left is to go in and talk to your neurologist about this, which is what I have to do, because I can't continue to live like this. And I have to be on this medication. So unless he's going to switch me to another epilepsy medication, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I also think it has to do with, because people are like, you've been sick for so long. Like, every one of my friends has been sick for, like, as long as I have. So, I don't know. Tanya went to her doctor, and and her doctor gave her antibiotic, and she said it didn't help her at all. So, she goes, yeah, he has me on this antibiotic, but it's not helping me at all. I feel better today, but like I feel physically like not as sick, but I'm tired. I'm like really, really tired. I'm sure you guys can kind of tell. So that's why my vlogs have been kind of sparse. Like they've been like here and there. And I've just been kind of like hoping that like sooner or later I can pull it together. I mean, the good side of it is I'm getting the house clean. Like I am, but I'm just really frustrated with it, you know? It's like, I think since I've been sober, I've always been this person that's like, tell me what to do and I'll do it if it'll fix the problem. And then I do it and then it fixes the problem. But there's like no fix to this. Like nothing, melatonin, none of that stuff works. Any of it. And so now I'm at a point where I'm kind of like, okay, just stop drinking the sleepy time tea. Stop taking anything. Drink whatever you want to drink. And then when you get tired, and I talked to my therapist about this today, he's like, it's not a bad idea. And then just stay up. If I stay up till 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and then at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon I feel like I'm going to fall over, then just go to sleep at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And then try to kind of like set my pattern. The thing is, I did that about 2 weeks ago. And it worked for like 2 days, and I got like great sleep. And then the third day, I couldn't fall asleep again. And I wasn't drinking a lot of caffeine, I wasn't doing a lot of stuff. And so I don't have high hopes for it, but I don't really know what to do. I cannot continue to lay in bed for, oh, there's my neighbor going on a little walk. You know, there's this amazing thing that they invented called shiz. Just laughed at me. He's wearing his socks as he walks down the street. I just cannot continue to lay in bed anymore and just like toss and turn. Has anybody else out there suffered? Like, I'm not asking for recommendations, but I just want to know, has anybody else out there suffered with sleep problems like this before? And the thing is I am sleeping. Like, I am finally falling asleep. But it's taking me forever. And, like, I'm falling asleep and not knowing what it is that's taking. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm not remembering when I fall asleep to know that, oh, this is it. Does that make sense? Like, oh, it's me laying this way or me laying that way or whatever. I just know that I get so antsy that I lay there and I go to the bathroom 400 times. And I come back, and each time I'm like, this is going to be the time that I fall asleep. And I get so cozy, and my bed is so cozy, and I get so cozy and everything like that. And then, like, I'm wide awake. I started watching, this was going to say last night in bed, because I was, like, wide awake. I, like, on my phone, I pulled up that Spirit Halloween movie on AMC. Did I say this already? I think I did. It's kind of cute. I didn't watch very much of it, but But yeah, it's frustrating because like everything else in my life, like all my friendships are going great, my marriage is going great, therapy is going great, recovery is going great. I had a couple days last week where I was worried about some friends, but even that's kind of worked itself out a little bit. I'm very content, I'm very happy. It's like literally this is the only thing. And it's really frustrating me. So today I wanted to film also. Today I filmed, well, I have my Peter Does Stuff video already filmed and ready to go. So I filmed a drama video that ended up being 53 minutes. I had no idea it was going to end up being that long. And then I filmed a Peterisms video. And then I filmed a review video. And then I also wanted to film a booktube video for the new books for November. Because we haven't even announced it yet. It's like almost, October's almost over. The new books for November, and I also wanted to talk about, I also wanted to film a video for my reality TV channel. I'm getting something delivered right now. I've had so many deliveries today. I got a pair of shoes, maybe it's not for me because they kept on driving. I got a pair of shoes delivered. I got something else. But I wanted to film those videos, but I was like, if I don't sit down and vlog right now, there will be no vlog tonight because I'm starting to get so tired. Alex has this like dinner and learn thing. He's back in town. Got back early this morning. He has this like dinner and learn thing tonight. So I have a feeling this is for me, even though they parked like way down the street. I don't know why. I can hear them in their truck. Can you hear them? So he said he'll be home between like 9 and 10. Closer to 9, he's hoping. He's really tired. But he was real excited about it. Yep, he's walking over here. Is he walking over here? I can see him walking. He must be walking up to my neighbor's house. Yeah, I just could hear him just put him on the doorstep. What's so crazy is like I'll sit out here and I'll watch my shows and I'll be like watching Survivor and I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so tired, I could go to sleep right now. And I look at my phone and it's like 12:30 at night, which is like, that's early for me. I mean, let's be for real, that's early for me, right? By the way, I got this shirt at Abercrombie. It's this shirt not so cute. It's like a vintage Jeep, like advertisement. It's not so cute. It's so comfortable. Their t-shirts are so fantastic. So I'll be laying here, or I'll be sitting here watching my show, and I'll like look at the phone, and I'll be like, oh my god, it's like 12:30 at night, I'm so tired, right? The other night, I went upstairs, and it was early, and it was like 1 something in the morning or whatever, and I was like, if you're tired now, go to bed. Like, and that's the one thing I'm trying to do, is like when I'm tired, go to bed right then, right? So, blew out the candles, got everything done, went to bed, got in bed and lay there and was like up for like 2.5 hours. I was like, came back down, watched my show. I'm watching my show and I'm like, I'm so tired. It's crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so anyway, that's a little bit of what's going on in my life right now. But I also, like, as much as that's, like, a big part of my life, my god, you guys, look, I just want to show you this tree, which is so funny, because, look, so I have this, hold on a second, I just pull a leaf off of my wreath. I have my wreath right here. That should be my thumbnail. I have this wreath right here that goes back there, but I take it off because it's distracting to film videos on. But can I just show you our tree out here? Look at this tree. Isn't that exactly the same color? Look how beautiful that is. So, as crazy as my sleep schedule is, I still have been watching a lot of shows and a lot of movies and listening to my audiobook. It's like, I'm cleaning up a lot of stuff. I feel very productive about that. Like, I'm having it. I know it sounds crazy. Like, I just wanted to share with you guys what was going on with the sleep stuff, because today it's like really bothering me. Like, today when I got done with my therapy appointment, because he was like really encouraging me. He was like, I think maybe you just need to take a week off. He was like, I think maybe if you just took a week off, didn't film any videos, just listened to audiobooks, didn't clean the house, didn't do anything, just took a week off and just watch TV and relax, just hang out with Alex and the dog and whatever, and just took a week off to yourself. He goes, I think that might be really good for you. And I said, but I don't really feel like filming videos is work. And he goes, you don't. But he goes, it's always this constant need to always be doing something. He goes, you never really allow your mind to have a moment to relax. He's like, you're always doing things. I don't really know how to do that. Like, I've always been like that. Even when I was like in active use, I was always just constantly thinking, right? So I don't really know how to just like let my mind down a little bit. But the thing is that I wanted to let you guys kind of know what was going on with me with the sleep stuff, because I'm so frustrated with it. But at the same time, like, I know this sounds like such a dichotomy, but like, I'm really enjoying my life right now. Like, I'm watching a lot of shows. I've been seeing friends and, you know, Caroline and stuff like that. And everything in my life is going well. It's just like this one piece, right? It's like Gilda Radner said, it's always something. You know, if it's not this, it's that. Rosanna Dana, do you remember her? Oh my god, I love Gilda Radner. I loved her so much when I was a kid. From Saturday Night Live. Should I stick this in my hat? Should we make that a trend? Should we make that a TikTok trend? And in all honesty, there's like hours that go by where like I don't even think about it. Like, even tired watching a show, like I don't really think about it. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna relax and whatever. But it's when I start like winding down and I try to go to sleep at night or whatever, that like I really, and I will say this, and we were talking about this in therapy today too, because one of the times that I notice that my OCD comes out a lot is when I'm sitting out here and I'm relaxed. And my therapist said today, he insinuated something like, well, maybe that's one of the reasons why it comes out, because you are unable to control your sleep situation. So maybe it's coming to the surface at that point. Whereas before I thought it was, well, it's coming out during all other times of my day when I'm like active and busy and whatever. But he's like, maybe it's coming out because you can't control your sleep or the way that you're, so this is like when it all starts coming out. It's like when you're winding down and you're trying to relax. I was like, well, that would make a lot of sense. One of the things I was saying to him was, I think we talked about this last time when I was sick, that he was saying that when you're physically sick, like symptoms or things like, not symptoms, but like diagnoses like OCD come out more when you're physically sick. Did you know that? I did not know that. So, but other than that, like, things are good. Like, the house is spotless. It really is. I think the house is the cleanest it's ever been. My next two goals are that underneath the bar in the kitchen, I have like all these books, like all these paperback books. I used to, for a long time, I bought all those. They were like those scary thrillers from like the 70s and the 80s that were like high school thrillers, you know, like The Babysitter on the Front. She's like that. But by Diana Ho, do you remember her? Like, she used to write all those books, and Christopher Pike. So I bought a bunch of those books. I have all those down underneath there. So I've got to box those up and put those in the basement, because I've got to come up with like a whole organization thing in the basement of books I want to donate and books I don't. And then underneath the TV, who was walking down the street screaming and yelling? What? They're having a deep conversation. They're like power walking like this. And then underneath the TV, I have tons of books over there too. And this is not on my list yet, but it needs to be. I need to go through the bookshelf. And any books that I have read that I don't want to keep, I need to donate. Because there's a lot of books over there that I've read that I'm like, I only have like a bookshelf or two that are like my favorite books. I'm just trying to get rid of everything that I don't use or I don't need anymore. There's no reason to have it. I feel like it's just weighting down my life. Do you ever feel like that? Like that closet, my clothes closet, I waited so long to do as much as I did with it. Here comes my neighbor across the street. She came and showed me a caterpillar earlier. She's been so sweet today. She's been working in her garden. Like, I did this video of the garden, her fall garden the other day, and she's been like taking all this stuff up and like putting it away and whatever. I went over there today. I could not believe it. It's like half the stuff that she had up that I showed in that video is gone. Isn't that unbelievable? While I was saying it, it stopped. So she came over and she had this little caterpillar. It was like this big. And it was on this little flower bed. And she brought it over here and showed it to me. Did you get lots of exciting mail?
Yeah. A lot of catalogs.
What are you having for dinner tonight?
Leftovers.
Anything good?
We did stir fry last night.
Oh, that sounds good.
So that, and what are you having? Piata?
I don't know if I'm going to have piata or not. I'm not sure.
Oh my. Different?
I don't know. I might try something different.
Oh my gosh. I better go sit down.
She said she better go sit down because I'm trying something different. I'm kind of craving something different tonight, though. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm craving. I'm craving chili. Do they make, we're going to this Halloween party on Saturday, and they're having chili there, but I have a feeling it's not going to be vegetarian chili, so. Do you, obviously, when do you ever go any place where they have vegetarian chili? Never. Except for my friend Melissa's house, because she makes it. Does Skyline Chili have vegetarian chili? I wonder. I'll have to look and see. So my plans for tonight, I already have the bedding changed and the bed made for Alex and everything like that for his night home, and got him chocolate chip cookies from Costco and stuff, and candles are burning inside, and it's all cozy, and everything's cleaned up. Oh, this is what I was going to say about the closet. Like, I mean, that's been on my list for years. I cannot even begin to tell you guys. Like, every time I walk in the closet, it's like, oh. Like, it just feels so amazing to walk in that closet and be like, oh my god, the closet is so clean. I keep on opening this kitchen cabinet. Well, the basement, too. Like, so we had a pile of, down the basement. Like, we have this huge area in the basement. It's like, when you walk in, it's probably like 20 by 20. It's where the washing machine is and stuff like that. The dryer and the ironing board and all this kind of stuff. And when we used to have these, like, we had a bunch of these comforters down there, like Christmas comforters, things like that. I watched a few of them before, but I cleaned them all. The whole floor is completely spotless now. There's just one laundry basket down there that's empty. Alex is going to die when he sees it. And I've started working on the other areas of the closet as well, or the basement as well. Oh, no. That one laundry basket now has sweaters, because I found sweaters in my basement. I was like saving all my sweaters, and then I like looked, and some of them were mediums. I thought they would fit me, but I don't think that they'll fit me. So I'm going to donate those too. I think my next big project is, well, my next big project is going to be underneath the bar, getting rid of the books, boxing up the books underneath the bar and underneath the TV. That's my next one. And then after that, where my record player is, we have all these pictures, and it's kind of just been Alex's like catch-all place of where he puts stuff. He like plays all these like card games with his girlfriends, you know, like those What's Your Meme and those games. Like when he and his girlfriends get together and drink wine, like they always like play all those games. So he's got all those games. Well, I was like, okay, if I clean off underneath where, because underneath the bars, we're going to keep more candles because we have so many candles. So underneath the TV, when those books are gone, because underneath the bar, when the books are gone, that's where more candles will go. When underneath the TV, those books are gone, his games can go over there, which would be perfect. And then, and all the other books that are over there, because I have all my graphic novels over in that corner, those can go to the basement. And then that whole area I'm going to clean off there, and I'm going to get a new needle for my record player, because I need a new, I think I bought one and I never put it on, because I want to start using my record player again. And then make that whole area really nice. And then the secretary desk, I'm going to go through and clean out those drawers. And then we have all these like buffet tables that my mom had in her house that have like drawers that have like, what do you call them, place settings and things like that have like hunt scenes and stuff on them. They're beautiful, but I mean, we're not going to use them, so I don't know why to keep them. I might ask Caroline if she wants some of them. So clean out all that kind of stuff. I'm literally like cleaning out everything. And then this winter, I'm dedicated to completely getting out the basement cleaned out. It's already all organized how I want to clean it out, and now I just need to spend like, but I also don't think that I'm going to like spend like 2 weeks nonstop cleaning it. I think what I'm going to do is be like, okay, on like a Tuesday and a Thursday, go down there for like an hour and just limit it to an hour. An hour on Tuesday, an hour on Thursday, and just be done. And then carry it through the winter, and then by the time that the spring comes around, the basement will be completely clean. And then if we decide to start doing our remodel next summer, hopefully, that everything in the house will be cleaned out and all the extra stuff. Part of the problem is this too, is that we are like inundated with all this bagged up stuff that we either have to donate or it's like trash that we have to throw out, right? Because a lot of it is like in the bathroom last night, the stuff that I threw out in the bathroom closet, it was like all these, I cleaned out like our part of the bathroom, like this underneath the sink and stuff. Well, underneath his sink is always spotless and organized, but mine, and then some of the stuff in the bathtub, this was the walk-in closet. It was a lot of like expired soap, which it was gross, okay, like shower gel, expired mouthwash, expired this, expired cleaning products. So I just had to like get rid of all this kind of stuff. The boxes, or not the boxes, but the baskets that I bought from my clothes closet is where I like organized all of it. It looks so nice, you guys. So I'm feeling like somebody said in my video the other day, they go, you're nesting. I've been nesting for about 10 years, but now I'm starting to clean. Now I'm starting to clean my nest. It was a nasty nest before. Now it's a clean nest. So after I get done with this vlog, I'm gonna start rendering this. Watch my drama video back so I can post it and then get that up. My other videos are uploading right now. And then figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. See, like right now, like my eyes are tired. I feel like my eyes have looked so tired for like the last week or two, and I think that's part of being sick. My allergies are like off the chart too. Like I think my throat, my voice is like from allergies because it's like itching so bad. But I'm going to figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner and then start watching some shows. I think it's supposed to still be warm tomorrow, but it's like starting to get, there's kind of like a cool breeze out now all of a sudden. My neighbor across the street, she said it's supposed to rain today. I was like, when's it supposed to rain? It does look like it could rain. This tree in our front yard is so pretty. My goal was to get these weeds up. That didn't happen. That's gonna have to be tomorrow. Oh, it must still be nice tomorrow because she said, when she was like walking around showing me the caterpillar, she goes, there's some sticky weeds over here. I go, yeah, I know. It's been my plan. It's been on my list to get those. And she goes, well, you still got a couple nice warm days. I'm like, okay, I'll get them sticky weeds. I mean, literally, it would take me like 15, 20 minutes. There's like hardly any. I could probably count on two hands how many there are. I still don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween. I went through last night. I was looking through all these costumes online, and they were like nothing that I wanted to be. Nothing. I want like a really cute original idea that doesn't take a lot of effort is what I want. I used to be so good with ideas for like costumes and stuff like that. I'm like not anymore. I'm like not good at that at all anymore. I was like even looking through like every TV show, every iconic, famous TV show that's ever been out to like look for like some character or whatever. Oh, I'll tell you what I thought I was thinking about doing. I thought it would be cute to like, you know what, on Below Deck, if you watch them, like when they go greet the charter guests, they wear like the white shirt with the epaulets or whatever those are called. I thought I could just buy one of those shirts and wear a pair of black shorts and I could be as like a Below Deck person, but then I thought it was corny. And then I started getting it online and I looked for it, and like everything they had, like the soonest it would get here will be Halloween, which our party is this weekend, so Alex will probably just wear a onesie. Actually, I think he and his girlfriends, they've done this for like 3 years in a row because it's his favorite American Horror Story. They go as Coven. Who from Coven, you might ask? It doesn't matter. They just go as Coven. It doesn't even make any sense. It's like you go as Halloween or something, right? He got like this long cape in the mail. I go, don't we have like a bunch of capes? He goes, this is a different cape. I go, oh, okay. I go, what are you going as? He goes, Coven. He goes, me and so-and-so and so-and-so, we're all going as Coven. You mean you're going as a Coven? No, Coven, the TV show. I go, oh, okay. Because we're going to this party, and then he's going out to some big party, big, you know, where there's lots of drinking, and it's out like in some farm field where there's probably a serial killer or something like that. I'm not doing all that. He was like, do you want to go? He goes, we could like, you know, figure out a costume for. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to this one party where there's going to be chilly and lots of sitting down, and then I'll be home watching my movies. That's my weekend. I love it. So yeah, that's my life. Well, you guys, listen, I think I'm going to get off here now, and I can start rendering this and get my other videos up and then relax a little bit tonight. I also don't sleep well. Like, I don't, like, it helps when I, like, go to sleep with Alex, and he's, like, there watching TV and stuff. Like, sometimes I fall asleep. Sometimes I don't. Like, here's another thing, though. Sometimes, like, I can lay there when he's watching a TV show and be, like, wide-eyed and bushy-tailed the whole time. But more often than not, like, if he's watching a TV show, I think there's something very cozy and safe to me about that I fall asleep pretty quick. So maybe tonight, if he's watching TV, I'll just try to make an early night of it and go to sleep. Now, you'll watch this vlog tomorrow, I'll say, oh, I stayed up till 6 o'clock in the morning, trust. Like I said, my sleep schedule's all over the place. I'm going to go to bed tonight when I'm tired, is what I'm going to do. So, if that means I go to bed at 7 o'clock, that means I go to 7 o'clock and I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what to do anymore. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I hope you're having a magically amazing Thursday. It's almost the weekend. It's almost Halloween weekend. And, I mean, the weekend before Halloween is Halloween weekend, you know. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start, I haven't done this for a while. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. 2, or your week if you need to, or your weekend. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face. You might be changing their day for the better. You might be making them happier, and you might be just cheering them up. You don't know. And also, be kinder to one another. Love one another a little bit more. And most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a bit more, because the more you are kinder to yourself and the more you love yourself, the more you will be kinder to others and the more you will love others as well. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Oh, and for those that need to hear it, those that want to hear it, those that need to want to hear it, those that want to need to hear it, and those that just happen to stick around. And hell, for those that just like to hear my singing, one more I love you. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, Lena.